I'm sorry. How do you pronounce your name?
Claypus.
Claypus. My mistake.
Yes. No worries.
Asking for a final order, asking for retroactive child support to March of 2019. Believe that the state and Ms. Claypus are in agreement that 37,128 is the correct amount on the retroactive. I believe we're in agreement that we don't know exactly how much dad is paying in healthcare, but he does have it, private healthcare. We've given him a credit of $148, and so the guideline amount, I believe, is going to be $663. I believe we're in agreement to do a joint managing conservatorship with standard possession order, but I'll ask Ms. Claypus a little bit more about that.
All right, then. Go ahead and call your first witness then, Mr. Diamond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Call CSO Sunshine Sanchez. Ms. Sanchez, will you state your full name, please?
Yes, it's Sunshine Sanchez.
Okay, and what do you do for a living, Mrs. Sanchez?
I'm a child support officer with the Office of the Attorney General in Texas.
And what does that work entail?
I investigate and calculate wages for child support to make sure that we have right-sized obligations in the matters of support, medical and child support.
Okay. And were you able to do a calculation in this case?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And will you tell the court what you found as far as retroactive and current child support?
So with the current child support on the gross monthly income of $3,291.35, that we are asking the child support guideline is $663.
Okay. And was there a calculation on retroactive child support?
There was not a calculation on retroactive child support. How is it the full 4 years that the state is asking?
Yeah, so I intend to ask going back to March the 13th of 2019.
Okay, so that would be 31,824. 31,000.
Can I get you to take a look at that number again? The number I have is 37,128.
All right, just a second. Ms. CSO Sanchez, do you have his data for that 4 years? Because I'm real reluctant to use.
I do not have the data for the 4 years, sir.
4 years, so unless I got some testimony, that's what he's earned the entire time. So
no, I don't have that information, Your Honor. The wage that I had went all the way back to 2022.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Diamond, and your calculation is based on what, the current child support amount or something different?
Your Honor, was that for me or was that for Mr. Diamond?
Mr. Diamond. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to be glib here, Your Honor. The number I have is that the child support officer who prepared the case, that's the number that they gave me, and I trust their judgment. But I'm sure that was grounded in some fact, so that I have some confidence in presenting that number.
Okay, let me All right, so the current child support is how much? what?
663, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure where you're getting your 37,000 from, right? Unless they had some data, because even 4 years, based on what he's earning right now, would be 31,824, as CSO Sanchez testified to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Any other questions to this witness, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
All right. Thank you. May CSO Sanchez be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Call your next witness, please.
Okay. Call Stacey Klipus. Ms. Claypus, will you state your full name, please?
Yes, it's Stacey Ray Claypus.
I'm sorry, you just told me how to say it correctly.
Claypus.
And
yeah.
Ms. Claypus, were you able to hear the statement I gave the court a few minutes ago?
Yes, sir, I sure did.
And anything that needs to be corrected or clarified?
No, sir, not at this time.
Okay. Who are the children the subject of this suit?
Liam Roberts Burroughs and Gracie Roberts Burroughs.
Okay, and who is their father?
John Burrows.
And do you have any other children, or are you expecting any other children with Mr. Burroughs?
No, sir. I have 2 other children with my husband, but I just have Liam and Gracie with John.
understand. And how many other children does Mr. Burroughs have?
None.
Okay. Are you and Mr. Burroughs able to make parenting decisions together?
For the most part, yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any issues with him being able to see his children on a regular basis?
Oh, no, sir, none at all.
Okay. What do you do for health coverage for your children, or at least for the two you have with Mr. Burroughs?
So they were previously covered under my husband's employer, but I did ask John to start covering them under his employer, which he did about 2 to 3 months ago.
Okay. And am I correct? We don't know exactly what he's paying for the coverage?
No, sir, I don't know at all. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we calculated based on giving him a credit of $148. Is that something you can work with?
Yeah, yes, sir, that's fine.
Okay. When did you and Mr. Burroughs separate?
I would say probably in December of 2016.
Excuse me for just a second.
No, you're okay. No worries.
And what kind of help has he provided for the children before today?
He has provided maybe $200, $250 every few months, but it's not consistent at all.
Okay. How much between when y'all separated? Well, actually, really, how much between 2019 and today would you say he's provided?
Maybe about $3,500.
Do you have any objection to the court giving him a credit for that $3,500 that he has contributed?
No, sir, I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you know where he works right now?
Yes, he works at Barger's All Sports in Waco.
And what does he do?
I believe he's a motorcycle mechanic.
Okay. And how long has he worked there? Do you know?
I would say maybe a year.
Okay. And do you know where he worked before that?
I believe it was Colleen, Power Sport, something along those lines. He was a motorcycle mechanic. What was that, sir? I'm sorry.
He's been a motorcycle mechanic for the last 4 years, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right, thank you. All right.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I think that just about does it, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
All right then. All right, I'll go ahead and give him the 3,500 credit. I'm probably going to just based on the cost of living increases over the last 3 to 4 years, that sort of thing. I'm looking at giving him an additional $3,000 credit just based on the fact that I don't think he's been earning the same amount. He may have, but I doubt it. So I'm looking at going ahead and naming the parties joint management service, giving mom the right to side domicile. That right's unrestricted. I'm looking at ordering child support as calculated by the state, and ordering dad to maintain the health insurance. I'm looking at giving a retroactive child support judgment of $25,324. And so I'm looking at a repayment on that amount each month at an additional $100 along with the regular child support. And ma'am, is he a former military?
No, ma'am, he's not.
Okay, then. And if Bill, I'll make the father responsible for court costs to Bell County. So based on those rulings and that, what I'm looking at doing, Mr. Diamond, is there anything else specifically you need me to rule on? Anything else as far as this order is concerned, sir?
Well, Your Honor, I would ask the court to reconsider the repayment. I calculate interest as it being $127.
Okay.
So my standing orders are to ask for interest plus 50, but I would ask for
Go ahead,
something closer to.
I'm sorry, yeah. All right, good. I did not. I was thinking about something totally different when I saw that $28. I was looking at the interest. Obviously, it's $140 on the 28,000, and 25,000 is at least $1,250 a month. I mean, $125 a month. So I'll go ahead and order. I'll order repayment at $175 a month, Mr. Diamond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Again, a lot of legal mumbo jumbo has been thrown out at you over the last few minutes. But again, you get the right to decide where the kids live. I'm not restricting that to any specific place at this time. I'm looking at
Okay.
ordering him to pay either child support at the requested amount, and giving him a judgment of $25,324 for retroactive child support. What he should have paid you during that time frame, because he's been a mechanic all that time. He definitely could have afforded more than $250 every now and then. Yeah. So I'm looking at going ahead and giving a judgment against him in that amount and ordering him to repay that at $175 a month. All that starts the first day of November going forward.
Okay.
And give him standard visitation, first, third, and fifth weekends, the holidays, the whole and the summers. How far away does he live from you, ma'am?
Maybe like 5 minutes up the road, not very far at all.
All right, then, ma'am, then he's entitled to get the so it's not he gets the standard visitation package in 30 days in the summer, but he can pick which 30 days he wants if he lets you know on or before the 1st of April, and you get it, because he lives so close. You all get every other spring break and all the other holidays as per the standard possession order. Now, with me talking, yeah, I have a tendency to talk real fast. Court reporters used to hate me when I was a lawyer, and that's before I knew what I knew today. So I really have a tendency to talk like somebody who knows all this stuff, because he's been doing it for 40 years. So do you have any questions at this time, ma'am?
No, sir, none at all.
All right, thank you. All right, then, Mr. Diamond, anything else before we shut this one down?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, May. And now I'm getting ready to mispronounce your last name. Miss Claypus, be excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go, ma'am. And good luck with that last name. I'm sorry, ma'am. Okay,
it's okay. Thank you so much.
I like it though. It's cool, but yeah.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You too. Thank you.
We're off the record.